Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bad
Now
Thank
let's
you.
start the show.
Thank you.
What's the deal with YouTube blocking ad blockers? It's like having ad blockers in the first place with the ground. I don't know, it's a start, whatever. Point is, so YouTube started doing this thing now where they want to start trying to block ad blockers. Because well, it's not because of why you might think, because this has obviously been a thing that they have been able to do for a long time, and also is a thing that many creators have wanted YouTube to do for a long time. And they didn't do it because YouTube doesn't really care about creators. They're probably like on the lowest end of like giving a shit about anybody on YouTube is creators. They cared more about people watching than the creators, and they knew people watching would be annoyed if they couldn't block ads, so they didn't bother. So why have they kind of switched their stance there? Probably because, let's face it, advertisers were mad their ads weren't being seen, and so now, after we've had people having to get, secondary places for you to, like, support them and, like, donate and things, or having to get sponsorships and put their own ads just in the actual video that aren't skippable ads, not blockable ads, or just in the video that they do. After all this bullshit has gone through and people have just had to deal with it, now, because advertisers give a shit, which are at the top of the chain, YouTube's like, okay, we're going to start blocking ad block. So some people have seen things pop up and it's like, hey, we know it's using ad block. You shouldn't use that. In fact, if you keep using it, you might get in trouble, which means that anybody basically smaller people, just people just in general, regular people that have YouTube channels just so they the accounts or whatever, just to watch things, they're going to get shit on for that a lot because then they could potentially lose their account for that. And the real reason why they're also doing this, the secondary reason, is because YouTube Premium is a thing that they want to make more money on. So if they can get you to subscribe to YouTube Premium, which is what, like, oh Jesus, I just had this pulled up. Do I still have this pulled up? Yeah. So yeah, it's 14. It's $14 a month, or if you get for the year, it's $140. And like I'm looking at that and I'm like, because I thought about like maybe I can just get it because it's getting annoying on my smart TV to see that all the time. But $140, Jesus fucking Christ! Like I pay less than that for like video game consoles to like subscribe to their online play and like be able to just have access to games for like less than this. Like that's almost 3 times as much as my Nintendo Switch subscription. That seems a little bit much. And I have the fancy Switch subscription, mind you. That seems like a lot. If it was lower, I probably would. But, a few bucks, yeah, I probably would. But fucking this many, like, I'll just, if basically at this point, if ads get to be too much for me, I'm just gonna stop watching YouTube. I'm just gonna watch DVDs and shit. Right? Like, I'm still gonna make content for it here. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not here to just totally shit on YouTube for this. I mean, it makes sense that they're doing it. It's just as annoying to see them do it now rather than when all the fucking creators said do it and they could do it still at the time and they didn't. That's what was really annoying, is that because it really shows that they don't care if it's hurting, creators that are making the fucking platform. They care if it's hurting advertisers or their own bottom line with their service. Both of the things, I guess, is the money they're making, right? And I also want to be fair and say they've been pretty good about some stuff that other platforms have been pretty shitty about to me. They're very good at, if I fuck up, they tell me how I fucked up. If there's a copyright thing, they tell me what the copyright thing, like who's claiming it, what are they claiming, and what are they claiming it to be. They're very good at that with options to appeal that if I want to. Some other platforms, like TikTok, was garbage for that. So, like, Instagram's been the thing where it's like they're restricting me or doing things and, like, but not helping me, and their support won't ever talk to me, but they're acting like nothing is wrong, but clearly it's automating me and restricting shit, but saying I don't have any restrictions. That's really frustrating. YouTube hasn't done this bullshit to me, so I'm very happy with YouTube in these sense. Like, it hasn't been like a huge awful thing. This is just a pretty annoying thing. But also, on the other hand, since that's been a thing, this is a while ago that I wrote down the note to talk about this. Basically, ad blockers have gotten smarter, and so they just figured out how to keep blocking them anyway, and so you won't see the things that are like, you can't keep using them. So I think it's fine. Obviously, if YouTube puts a thing on, it's like, hey, if we catch you using ad block anymore, we're gonna like, we're gonna fuck up your account. They'll be like, okay, then I will stop using it. Then I will just, I will probably watch less YouTube, but I will like not. And, like, also it's like annoying because ads have gotten way worse now to the point where now it's at the point where it seems like every ad break is like you have to sit here for like 30, 40 seconds before you can even have an opportunity to skip. Some of them will say you can skip them within like 5 seconds, but then the commercials are like 10 seconds long, so if you don't hit it between the 5 and 10 second mark, another ad pops up, and then you have to wait for that one to hit a skippable moment. That's really frustrating. Some of these are just really, really long. You have to sit through. So, like, and there's more ad breaks, and a lot of times you try to, like, they'll have ad breaks. It'll be at the beginning and at the ending and in the middle, and it's like sometimes you just pause for a while, then hit play again, and it'll put an ad thing there, even if you just watch an ad, like, seconds earlier and then left for a while. It, like, can track that amount of time it was paused and shit now, too. It's gotten very, very good at trying to force you to watch ads because they really want you to just pay them so you don't have to watch ads, and I hate it. So it's really annoying. So I don't know what's the deal with YouTube all of a sudden giving a shit about blocking ads. It's like it's pretty transparent with the ground. What's the deal with